Hello everyone, this is the recording for week 5. This week we're talking about Outlook customization options. Microsoft Outlook is an email client that can be used to manage email information such as sending and receiving messages across the internet. Outlook can be used to manage an address book and organize a calendar. Okay, I don't know where that's coming up. Okay, the reading this week is in the Microsoft Office 2013 section, Chapter 1, Out 1 to Out 49, Chapter 2, Out 59 to Out 119. The assignments are the discussion board. The initial post is due Wednesday. Look for Outlook customization options to discuss and explain. Don't just list a whole bunch. Pick one that you think is really important to discuss, or a couple. Explain and tell why you think they're useful. That way we won't have so many repeats if you don't list everyone you can find. Don't forget your APA reference and in-text citation and 3 responses to other posts. Remember, you need to post on 3 different days. Unit 5 assignment is due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. You're to create a group of family and friends, create personal signature line, create a document to attach, and schedule a meeting in MS Office. Now in this PowerPoint I have a lot of pictures so that when I do the presentation I can point things out, but I'm going to actually go into Outlook and show you. But I wanted you to see the difference between Outlook 2013 and Outlook 2016. At the bottom in Outlook 2013 it has words, in Outlook 2016 it just has pictures. Since I have 2016, that's why I wanted to let you know. Okay, so the first thing it says, if we go to the instructions, excuse me, it's a little confusing because it says open a new email and click on address book. If we do that, hang on a minute. If we do that, then we find that it's really a search box, so it doesn't accomplish what they're asking us to do. So the best way to create contacts, if you don't have any, is to click on People. And you see I've added some because I don't use Outlook on my computer. I use it online, so I don't have it set up to any account. If you've already got some contacts, you can use those, or you can create bogus ones. To do that, you just double click, fill in the name and the email, and then click Save and Close. Now you might get a message which asking you to check the full name because it wants you to put all of this stuff in. If you don't want to see that anymore, you just can uncheck that box and say OK. I've created some just to show you. So create 2 or 3, and then we'll go back to the instructions. So we've created our contacts, we have them in our address book, and now we're going to create our group. So we go back to email, go to new items, more items, contact group. Let's name it family and friends. And then we're going to add members. We'll do it from the address book because that's where our contacts are. And if you just click them, double click them, you'll see that it adds them down at the bottom. And when you say OK, you've had your friends here. Then save and close the group. Now you see when we go back to people, there's our group. And you can tell the difference because Individual emails just have one person, a group has more than one. So if we look on that, it shows you who all's a member. Okay, so let's go back. So we did that. We have our group. Now we need to create a signature. To do that, click New Email. In the new email, you're going to click Signatures. Now, if you don't have any, you just click on Signatures and then click New, and it'll ask you for a name. I already did mine. As you can see, I named it Donna. Once you click OK, this box down here will be empty. Let me show you. I'll just name it B. And you see that there's nothing there. To show you what I did is I typed my name, Herzing Student, then you need your email and your phone number. If you want to make up a bogus phone number, that's fine. I did a little bit of fun. I changed the font, which you can change here. You can change the font size. You can also change the color. I also added a picture, which you can do by clicking here, browsing to where your picture is, and add a picture. I just want you to see that a signature is more than just your name. Hang on a second. Excuse me. Okay, so you need at least your name and 2 forms of contact. So your email and your phone number. That's required. The picture is not required. Changing the font and everything is not required, but have a little fun with it if you want. Now it says to set a default signature. Well, for some reason mine is grayed out. If yours is grayed out, don't worry about it. If it's not, then click the drop arrow and choose your name as the default signature. We can get around that later. Excuse me. So let's go back. We've created our signature. Now we need to create a document. So first we go to this website, scroll down and click Undergraduate Programs of Study. Find your program. So I'll just pick mine that I did when I did my bachelor's, which was Information Technology with a concentration in security. So once you have this page, you want to print it by clicking the printer icon. And then you have a printer-friendly page, and you can print. Now, if you have the option to print to save to PDF, if it comes up as your printer, just click Change and choose Save as PDF. If you don't have this option, you have a couple of other options you can do. You can go to Qt Writer, and it lists it here in the address, and install that. That will give you the option for printing in PDF. If you can't do that, then you can highlight everything with Control A, do Control C and paste it into Word and save a Word document, or you could do a screenshot and save it as a screenshot. So as long as you create a document. When you click Save, then it of course gives you where you save things. Choose the Week 5 folder in the IS102 folder. Name your program of study, or program Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, or whatever. So once you've done that, you click Save. I'm not going to save it because I already did. So now we've created our document. We're going to schedule a meeting in MS Outlook. So we go back to our Outlook. We need to go to Calendar. Here you will see New Meeting. Click New Meeting. Then if you click Scheduling, then you can pick a day. So let's say we're going to schedule it for Saturday at 11:30, and we want it for an hour, so it needs to go to 12:30. Then if we go back to our appointment, you see that it's filled it in here. Then we're going to put who it's to by clicking the to and choosing our family and friends group. Remember, you can tell that it's the group because it has more than one person. And you just double click them and say OK. And you have your family and friends here. Next, we can do, let's see what it says to do next. All right. Then once you've got your appointment, you're going to type in your message. You're going to type in this exact message except where it has these little brackets. You're to use your own statement. 3 things I like about the Herzing program are, and then in where it says, I also hope that Herzing will, you need to insert your statement, whatever it is you'd like Herzing to do before you finish my studies. And then when it comes to your name, that's where you need to add your signature. So if we go back to our meeting and say we've got here and we've typed all this stuff and now we're ready for our name. To do that, you go to the Insert menu, Signatures, and put in your signature. Now, if you were able to do it as a default, then this should already be here and you don't have to add it. But make sure that you type your message above the signature and that your signature's at the bottom. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach a file, and that's on the Insert menu. Usually the last files come up, but you can browse my computer and go and find your file. So we saved it in week 5, and there we have our document. Now on the example, it shows the document in the message, but it actually puts it up here, which is fine. So what you need is you need to have the group, you need to have the meeting time, you need to have the attachment, you need to have the message filled in, and you need your signature. Then once you have that, you can make a print screen of it. So click Print Screen, and you have a couple of options here too. You can open Paint and paste, and then you can move it around so that all you have in your picture is the actual message. So we'll take away all that other stuff and just have our message, and then we'll save it. So Files, Save As, I like to save it as JPEG because that's usually the best way, and save it in the week 5 folder. Or you can open Word and paste your print screen. Save the Word document as, say, week 5 assignment, Unit 5 assignment, and your name. There's nothing said about how you, I don't think it says anything about how you save the file. Basically, you need a file that you can submit. So submit either the print screen in Word or in Paint. Now, if you don't have Paint, like I do right here at the bottom, you can search for it in your search feature. If you have Windows 7, you can click the Start menu, go to Search and type Paint, or just put it in Word like you've been doing, whichever is easier for you. And then we're going to submit it. Now, if you go to the assignment, you'll be able to view the rubric. this assignment has. And I think it's pretty much the one I'm going to use because it has everything that's required. And then you'll submit it. That's really all I have for this week. If you have any questions, please let me know.